Hey everybody, and welcome back to Exploring Temecula. Today we are going to do a market update on a really cute community called Canyon Lake, which is very close to Temecula. So we do have a bigger video that's all about the Riverside County as a whole market update, and I'll link that somewhere up here for you. So check that out if you'd like. But today I wanted to dive in a little bit deeper into what the market looks like in Canyon Lake. So we're going to go over everything from days on market to average home price, just all of that kind of, all those statistics that I think are really important. And I think it's very important to keep up to date on these things. If you are considering moving to Temecula or Canyon Lake, it's really important to know what the market is doing right now. Especially because there's so many changes that have been happening in just the last 3, 6, 9 months. The market has really changed drastically from month to month. So these videos are just going to keep you up to date so that you know exactly what's going on in those communities. So if you haven't already, we do have a free home search down in the description. Be sure to check that out if you would like. And as always, please subscribe and like this video if you enjoy it. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video.
Alright guys, so this is InfoSparks. This is the system that we use to find all of our data. And for those of you who haven't watched any of our market update videos before, I'll just go over a little bit of what you're looking at here. So as you can tell, I have it set to Canyon Lake. And for property type and all of that kind of stuff, we're just going to go with all. So we're looking at a general view of what all of the different home types and property types did in Canyon Lake. So we'll take a look over here on the right. We have it set to 5 years. So we're going to be looking at this graph and it'll give us the monthly statistics over the course of the last 5 years. So the first one that we're going to look at is the new listings. As you can tell, December's, as we all probably already know, are very slow. The people don't like to do anything like this around the holidays, so we normally don't have very many homes come on the market during the month of December. January is typically a bit better. It normally always goes up at least a little bit in January. So if we take a look at what happened during this last January of 2021, we had 20 new listings come onto the market, which is a drop, which is unprecedented when we look at the last 5 years. We normally always have it go up during January. So we only had 20 homes come onto the market, which is 9 less than in December, and that is just further fueling our issue of low inventory, which brings us to the next tab that I'd like to take a look at, which is days on market. As you can see, because of the fact that we don't have a lot of new homes coming onto the market, and that just got even worse in January, it has been declining quite a bit. The days on market has been declining. So last month in January, 15 days on market was the average. So these homes are going to be bought up within the first 2 weeks. So really guys, this is the time that if you are a buyer and you see a home that you want and you want to live in, you need to act fast. You have about 2 weeks before that home is most likely going to be sold. Who can really say if this is going to keep on this trajectory? Really, this is not too bad when compared to at least Temecula and Murrieta. We're seeing days on market of even lower than this. 7-8 days on market is the average. So 15 is not too bad. If you are looking in the Canyon Lake area, you still want to jump on it. You'd like to be one of the first people to make an offer, if at all possible, because again, you have about 2 weeks until on average that home will already have an offer accepted and be off the market for you. So the next one that I would like to talk about is sales price. So if we take a look here at the graph, as you can tell, we have been on an upward trend as far as home prices go, and that's just been the last 5 years, that we're looking at here. I think a lot of us already knew that home prices have, of course, been rising. But what's very interesting is if we take a look at the month of January, the average home price was about $543,000. And if we take a look here in December, it's actually gone down by about $10,000. and even lower since November. So again, it's all just speculation. So I can't really predict why this was happening, but it's something to take note of, because if you are looking to purchase a home in Canyon Lake, we don't know how long this is going to happen. Who knows when this dip is going to spike upward, just like it did here in June. You know, that spiked up over $130,000. So if you are looking in Canyon Lake, I would be quick about it, because right now we're at a pretty good low point, and this would not be a bad time to start looking in Canyon Lake and start putting in offers on homes if that's where you want to live, that's where you could see yourself living. One other thing that I did want to mention while we're here in the sales price, just something that I've been noticing in the last couple of months is pool homes. So if we take a look at just in Canyon Lake, what the price would be for a home that has no pool. So just your standard home would be around $528,000. So if we take a look with a pool, we're looking at $577,000. So that's about a $50,000 difference, which compared to a lot of the cities around Canyon Lake, that is not too bad. $50,000 difference to get a pool home is pretty good. In some areas like Murrieta, the difference is as much as $140,000 with and without a pool home. So I would say this area, on average, if you are looking for a pool home and you haven't considered Canyon Lake, I might, because you're going to be only paying $50,000 more. Whereas if you try and get a pool home in one of the surrounding cities, it could cost you a lot more to get that pool home. So again, just something to think about, something to keep in mind. If you do have any questions about any of these statistics, or you'd like me to dive in deeper with your situation, please just let me know and I can definitely do that.
All right, guys, so there it is. That was our market update for January for Canyon Lake. I really hope that you enjoyed it and you found some useful information. There was one last thing that I wanted to talk to you about for buyers. In a market like this, really the most important thing that I want to leave you with is just make sure that your agent is really putting you in the game on every single offer that you put in. Now, what I mean by that is that every offer needs to be attractive. Some of these homes, especially in the nicer areas, they're having 10, 15, all the way up to 20 offers on them. So you don't want your offer to look like everybody else's, to have appraisal contingencies, to have all of these other things that could make the seller decide that they want to go with someone else. You want to make sure that you and your agent are crafting the most attractive offer possible. So the best possible offer that you can put in front of that seller is what you want on every single offer that you're putting in. And yeah, it's going to be a little bit harder in this market, but it's not unrealistic to say that you should get an offer accepted within the first month of looking for a home. If you're consistently out there putting in offers and you have an agent that knows what the market is like right now, it's really not impossible, guys. So don't get discouraged. And I hope that you liked this video, and have a great day, and I will see you guys next time on Exploring Temecula.